Dear friends, welcome to Body Language and Travel Show. Our first guest for 2021 is Chippy Sarma. Chippy is an entrepreneur, a philanthropist and a passionate traveler. He has been to travel industry for more than 3 decades as the managing director of Neptune Travel. What next? Is his book, A Recollection of Inveterate Voyager. Is the body language the connect bridge between cultures? Stay tuned, it's going to be an amazing interview. He did his schooling from King George School, Belgaum, now known as Rastriya Military School. He's an alumnus of the prestigious National Defense Academy. He started his career with the Indian Navy and there as master mariner, and did a short stint in the Merchant Navy. Chippy, as he's known to his friends and colleagues, is an entrepreneur, philanthropist and a passionate traveler. He has been in the travel business for over 3 decades and is the managing director of Neptune Travel. It was a milestone year in his life when Neptune Foundation, which works mainly with deprived children in their society. He is married, he has 2 children, and now he's settled in New Delhi. Stay tuned. It's going to be an amazing interview. Dear friends, welcome to Body Language and Travel Show. Our guest of today is Chippy Sarma. Chippy is known to his friends and to his colleagues as an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and a passionate traveler. He has been in travel business in over 3 decades. He's the managing director of Neptune Travel, broadcasting from Thessaloniki, Greece, connected with New Delhi, India. Chippy Sarma, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's share first. We had met a few years back in Hell Expo in a major tourism exhibition held in Thessaloniki, Greece. And since then, we kept regular communicated in regards to various aspects, exchanging our ideas for tourism, since tourism has been changing so fast. I have recognized Chippy Sarma, his logos, because he's an expert to his field, his pathos, because he's passionate about traveling, about people, about tourism, about what he's doing, and because he's a philanthropist. That's why at this point I would like Chippy Sarma to share few words in regards to Neptune Foundation.
See, Neptune Foundation basically is a non-governmental organization. We started this a few years back and it's been a while now. The basic focus of this foundation is to help the girl child, especially girls from the weaker section of society. And we support them in schools. We have set up libraries. We have set up open gyms, sewing centers, donating books, doing regular painting competitions and excursions. So it's a mix of things that we do for these girls. And over a period, almost more than 2,000 girls have taken advantage or sort of have benefited from our organization. And we still have a long way to go. But then slowly we keep adding on things. And I hope in the near future, we can do much more for girls in particular. And we have also been doing a charity polo match, which is an annual event. Probably it's the only polo event in the country for the girl child, which has been receiving good support, which actually is more support for our foundation. And we are thankful to all our patrons who have been associated with us.
That's amazing. Since you have traveled to over 70 countries, and I mean 70 countries across all continents, what did you learn from traveling?
See, traveling for me, I think it's a big exposure. It's an experience. It is knowledge, and you broaden your horizon. And having traveled all over, I feel, people are wonderful and they're always very supportive. And to me, there has never been, I will say, a bad experience to have been all over the world. So I basically feel it's more of an exposure and an eye-opener for anybody who travels more.
That's
And we
lovely.
come to know about culture, we meet people. So it's a lot. I mean, that one goes through with travel.
Exactly. So, what makes people, what connect people, and what makes people care?
See, people, what basically I think every human being, expects respect and tolerance. And I think if you have that, I mean, people all over the world are the same. There is respect, there is tolerance. We all get connected very well. And if you find even the problems today, whether you call it terrorism or whatever, it is all because of lack of tolerance. Otherwise, I mean, we are all the same.
Exactly. So I would like to ask at this particular point that we are talking about connection of people connection, if non-verbal communication, and I'm explaining facial expressions, body posture, gestures are playing a role, is like, let's say, the bridge that connect culture.
See, there are, I would put it, the aspects of communication, norms of non-verbal communication vary from country to country and people to people. And having traveled numerous countries and been to various places, I have found even without knowing a single word of the local language, I have received full support and people have made me feel very comfortable. Now, this is only because of non-verbal communication, whether it can be a smile, it is gestures, eyes, and this is what basically just is good enough. I mean, even if you don't speak a word of the language there.
I totally agree with you that even a smile connect people. If the smile comes from the heart, you can feel it, and it's no need to hear any word. I totally agree. I couldn't agree more. A beautiful opportunity that I'm connected with you now in New Delhi. What was India contributed to you? Brought up in India, and if you have any recommended places to visit.
See, to be honest, I think most of us are proud to be born wherever we are. But I'm definitely more than proud to be born in India. And I will literally say I've been blessed to be born in India more than just to be born. Now, India is a country of diverse cultures. People of different cultures and religions live together harmoniously. And we enthusiastically celebrate all the festivals. So, which is a big mix. I mean, with so many religions here. And our country is an extreme. Where there are rich, there are poor. We have luxury, there's hunger. The coexistence of such varied features has taught us on the essence of life and kept us grounded. And at the same time, we should not forget that India is a growing economy. There are a lot of young people, and it really has a very bright future.
Potential that India got in all.
See, India basically, I mean, as it is our motto as well, it's an incredible country. I rather call it incredible India, in fact. Now it has everything for everyone. And we sit upon layers of history. And there are such marked contrasts in the country that one really has to be here to see what all is there. It overloads the senses with its cacophony of sounds, its vibrant colors, and its extreme contradictions. Now, India's people, food, beaches, chaos, religion, spirituality, festivals, history, architecture, and adventure. In fact, there's so much to offer. And it's a country that you really cannot see in a lifetime. And India can be visited around the year, although most people visit India during the winters. I'm talking of especially foreigners coming into India, but there are places, there are mountains, there's everything. I mean, you can keep traveling around the year. And our motto is Atithi Devo Bhava. And what we mean, it means guest is God. We welcome all guests with open arms, and we are known to give them and show them our hospitality.
Indian people. Thank you so much for this. I would like to ask you at this period of time, at this specific period, if there is any motto, something that you are keeping in your mind, it motivates you, if you're having something like that.
See, at the moment, if I'll put it, I'll call it more of my personal motto. I would put it that way. And I personally feel that one must be a good human being and chase his dreams to succeed. And basically, one must find satisfaction in what one does. I would on this, mention about as what Walt Disney once said, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. This would be my motto for everybody.
I love it. So all the dreams come true if you have the courage to pursue them. It's amazing, an amazing motto for everyone. What next?
See, my book, What Next? Recollections of an Inveterate Voyager, means a lot to me. Now, the book had been on my mind for many years. I always wanted to sort of, pen it and, put it in words. But, there was no time after work, and then you always had plenty of responsibilities. But suddenly, with COVID coming in, and we were stuck at home, the restrictions imposed, and I suddenly thought that I had ample time in hand. This is the time I just started with my MS manuscript. It took me over a period of almost a period of 3 months, and it was a great learning experience. And my book was ready. And basically, this book covers, in brief, my childhood, schooling, and my impressions about the National Defense Academy, the Indian Navy, and Merchant Navy, as also my learning experience with international crew in the oil fields. I would say this book is more of a travelogue, which covers my travel experiences, adventures, beautiful places, peoples, and quaint cultures. Yet, within this bewildering diversity, I could sense the essential unity. It is about some places that people would have on their travel wish list, and the book should motivate them further to travel. I would also like to mention that now that the book is ready, it is also available on Amazon, Kindle, and other platforms. It is What Next, and the complete title would be What Next? Recollections of an Inveterate Traveler.
Perfect.
That is the complete title of the book.
So, and they can find it in Amazon, and that is amazing that you accomplished this through this period. So you took the courage and you accomplished your dream with this book.
In fact, I've already been contemplating, because you see, this is one book. The world is so huge, it's so wide, and experiences are so different. So you really cannot cover it in a book. And I'm sure, it won't be long before I have my second book going. And just keeping our fingers crossed, I'm sure with the good wishes of everyone, I should be able to do it very soon.
It was amazing. Thank you for being here for me. It was an honor actually to have you in my YouTube channel and have this chance to interview you. So, dear all, I hope that you all enjoy our interview with Mr. Chippy Sharma.
I really appreciate for taking your time and giving me a chance to talk to you, and it is from another part of the world, and it's really wonderful. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It was my honor. Thank you.